Hi, Jeff Gardner here for another free tip. We're going to talk a little bit about modal music today, and in particular, so what chords, which are a type of hybrid chord based on fourths and thirds. I'm going to play the theme from So What, famous Miles Davis composition from his Kind of Blue album, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. So that's just a theme. Let's talk a little bit about the structure. We've got two 8-bar sections, a total of 16 bars on D Dorian. D Dorian is theoretically the second mode of C major scale. However, in my way of thinking, D Dorian is D Dorian. It's not the second degree of anything. And then 8 bars, which is our B section, on E flat Dorian. Again, you may have heard in jazz theory course or any sort of theory course that the Dorian mode is the second mode of the major scale. But again, there are no D flat major chords and there are no C major chords. So I prefer to conceive the Dorian mode as independent. So we have 16 bars on D Dorian, all the white notes, 8 bars, which is our B section rather, on E flat Dorian, and 8 more bars are last A to complete the AABA form. Now, the pianist on this famous Kind of Blue session, as you probably know, was Bill Evans. And Bill came up with the perfect voicing to connect these two modes with a very symmetrical and very powerful chord voicing. D minor 7. This is a fourth voicing, basically. D to G is a perfect fourth. G to C is a perfect fourth. C to F is a perfect fourth. And F to A on the top is a major third. And that's what gives this chord the magic, because it's basically a fourth chord, but it's that major third. And then he pairs that with another parallel structure, the same structure, perfect fourth, perfect fourth, and major third on E. And he actually starts on E and goes down to the D minor chord to reinforce the idea that we are indeed in D minor. So that's basically the comp. Of course, Bill does a lot of other things eventually in this piece, but that's the basic voicing that he uses. And the same thing on E flat Dorian would be, again, perfect fourth, perfect fourth, perfect fourth, major third. That's an E flat minor 7. You notice we do have the 11th in these voicings. E flat minor 7, 11. And that's paired with, if you take it out of context, this would be, of course, an F minor 11. But it's basically just a parallel structure to reinforce the idea that we are indeed on E flat minor 7. also, one more thing about this for this pair of voicings. This other parallel structure is very important. Why? Because it gives us the major sixth, which is also the 13th. The major sixth is the different note in the D Dorian mode, which defines it as D Dorian and not D Aeolian, which has a minor sixth. So these two chords together define D Dorian and E flat Dorian. So I'm going to play just the comp. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we go. So what chord?